Hey, good morning everybody, and welcome to the vlog back here at Universal Rock. As I always say, things are always in constant change. Look at this. They're putting a bunch of hot tubs over here. This place is, next time I come here, I'm just gonna hang out with Ted, but nevertheless, we have a lot of work to do today. And my big task today is actually to build Salt and Pepper's alligator enclosure. It's a one-off, so we don't even know what's gonna happen with it, but we just gotta dive in. Hopefully at the end of the day, we'll have something really awesome. And if you guys don't remember, I'm gonna do the best I can do to kind of explain it right here. This is the entire enclosure. It's 5 feet this way. It's gonna be 5 foot that way as well. This is actually the water part right here that is actually where Salt and Pepper can get in. There'll be a waterfall that goes right over here, and then this is land with basking light here. So this entire piece is gonna be glass here. This will be all glass where you can see right into it, and then this is all their basking area here. So let's see what we can do. We're gonna just start designing it, and hopefully it goes well. You can see this one's a little bit more complicated. I mean, this is the top right here, obviously, of the enclosure. This is going to be the land part here, and this is actually where the land sits, and then this will be the actual water part of Salt and Pepper's cage. I know it's a little hard to tell right now, but trust me, it's all going to be good when it's good. The one thing that I'm kind of getting a little bit nervous about is how we're actually going to move these enclosures, because I tell you what, they were heavy before the glass. Now each side of glass is probably a good 25, maybe even 30 pounds. You figure with the double side, we're adding like 60 pounds. And listen guys, look at this. I'm pushing as hard as I can, and I can't even get this thing to move hardly, just barely budge. You gotta remember, we only have a 7-foot entranceway, and these are already 6 foot, so it's not like we can pick them up like this. We're gonna have to beat down. I've got to figure out some sort of device, maybe some wheel system that I can wheel them in, because picking these things up, they've got to be, I don't know, 600 pounds. Even with a bunch of people, it's gonna be almost impossible. So I've got my work cut out for me. So it's great to have these absolutely mammoth enclosures, but the downside is, how do you move them around? It's gonna be interesting, but I'll have to work on that when I get back home. Starting to see how the actual gator tank is going to be set up. So this is going to be the land part here. The filter and the waterfall is going to be here, and then this of course is all going to be rock. The animals can go up here, basking lights, so on like that. Now the front side here is going to be all water so that they can go, again, waterfall, stuff like that. And then this front, this will all be glass. I know it's a little bit hard to kind of follow, but you're starting to see what the cage is going to look like. Again, land there, water here, waterfall, rock in the back, glass all the way around. This enclosure is going to be ridiculous.
What I'm trying to figure out is, I'm done. Am I done?
Okay.
Well, we'll have to put like a foam block or something up there.
Yeah,
hold that up.
I'm good. You've done. Nice job.
Thanks, Stuart. I got that on film.
Really off the cuff, how I think I would do this to make it waterproof is gently raise this up a bit, shoot all my foam, encase the whole thing of this, other than where the fittings go. That's maybe.
Taking a little break from building out the alligator pond because it's now up to Stuart to do that, so he's busy with some other things. I'm going to get back to glass. I've got to install a couple more panels of glass just for these type of doors, and this enclosure over there. Then I'm pretty excited because we're going to be working on this enclosure here that has glass on this side and this side with the door. I just think it's going to make this enclosure look really cool. I was hoping we'd get to this neo-angled cage because I think the glass in that is going to look so absolutely incredible. The downside is that there's a lot of moving parts here, so unfortunately only half the glass showed up for the neo-angled. It may come in later today and we'll be able to get that done. If not, we'll just finish this one up. We'll get back to the alligators here later on, and we're going to work on this big rhino cage as well, because obviously we got to figure some kind of a rock system here that they can actually climb on, because they're really not as much trees like green iguanas. They're more like terrestrial. So we're going to work on something to figure out this. So we have our work cut out for us. A lot of things to do today, and we have to get a lot of things done because, hey, that deadline is creeping up on us.
we had a mistake. There was a lack of communication between Brian and myself. I made this big enclosure for an iguana. Well, I'm thinking of an iguana that's going to climb in trees. It's a rock iguana, so guess what? We're going to change the trees to rocks, and that's what I'm about to do. The thing is here, we've got this flat rock. Well, it's not too flat. It's got lots of lumps and bumps in it. And we have hundreds of accent rocks that we could use to do certain landscaping. But we have a 10-foot long enclosure. We have it 3 foot wide, and it's 7 and 8 foot tall. So I want to make something in the middle, almost like Lion King, where the lizards can come up on different levels in the middle of the enclosure. And what makes this a little bit more tricky is you've got 40,000, 100,000 cars coming through the front, and this is right in the front window. This cage is right in the front window. So we don't want to block it too much, but at the same time we want to have different levels so the lizards can bask in the heat lamps that are above and get out of the heat if they want to. So that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to use my knife, cut this into pieces, staple it together, then we take it over here, we pick up one of the guns, and then we beef it up with some structural foam, and that'll make it strong enough to do the job of the enclosure. At the moment, it's looking pretty angular. It's not looking fantastic. I do have some restrictions. The tank's 3 foot wide, and we've got to clean the glass on the other side. And I did learn that the iguanas sneeze all the time. I've never heard that. They sneeze out the salt. That's pretty cool, but well, pretty weird. I don't know about cool. So they have to clean the front window all the time because these iguanas sneeze every day. If at the end of the day I don't like what I'm doing here and I bend it a few more times, I can pull it apart now and reshape it because the outside skin is forever flexible.
Just finishing up all the glass on all of the normal enclosures here, including the double-sided and stuff like that. All this is done. And to give you kind of an idea, each time we put this on, it takes us anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. So you figure every enclosure has one of them, some have 2 of them. So it takes a lot of time, a lot of energy. It's definitely hard work. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's physical, it's kind of grueling, but you have to do it. And that's kind of the whole part that makes this so special to me, is not only the fact that I'm able to open up an amazing place that I love to death, but the fact that I've put all the sweat equity into it as well makes it even more special because I've been a part of so much of it, and it's really amazing. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to this kind of interesting angle cage over here that I think is gonna be really cool to put up here, and it's gonna really make this thing look incredible when you can actually see the angles and stuff like that. So we're gonna move on to that. There's a lot of moving parts right now, but it's coming together. The first thing we have to do on this enclosure here is actually put the trim up. Of course, we have to miter them on the top and then of course on the bottom. Now what's interesting about this one is there's glass here, but then there's a glass that has a notch cut out of it. I'll show you that right now. Come with me and check this out. It's pretty cool, and it's interesting how all this stuff has to be kind of designed, right? Because you can't just do it on the spot. You have to order the glass and so on like that. But you can see the notch right here is where this enclosure goes right here, and then this is right here. Look at the door hinges that are cut out like that. That's to actually fit the door hinges. So this is the actual door for that enclosure too. So this notch goes in that one spot, then the door attaches to the other side. It's just kind of a cool way of doing things. But when we're all done, it's gonna be pretty interesting. So let's just go ahead and jump into it and see what we can do. Just finished up with this enclosure right here. I love the way it looks. Obviously, the glass is dirty and stuff like that, but just look at this. And again, the turtle pond's gonna be right here when you walk through, and then you're gonna see this in the new expansion. So, oh my God, I absolutely love it. But I can tell you what, this was a lot more work than I expected because all the seams have to be perfect. We actually put this glass in and took it out like 3 or 4 times. So it took us like 2 hours to finish this. Definitely a lot longer than I expected, but hey, it's worth it because it looks absolutely incredible. As this is all coming together, it's amazing. I mean, in my mind, I thought something would look like something, and now to actually see it, in a lot of cases, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's looking even better than I expected. So, okay, all the glass is done now, at least for today. So we're gonna go ahead and get the alligator enclosure over to Stuart. Stuart finished up some of the rocking and stuff like that for the big iguana cage. Of course, Diddy and Dixie's cage. This is gonna be amazing. I mean, again, we wanted to make sure that they had some areas they could climb up. Whoa, jeez, whoa, did you see that? I almost got killed. Well, good. I'm glad that didn't hit me in the head. Well, that's going to be secured, obviously, but they'll be able to climb up here. They'll be able to climb up here, bask up here. We'll have big basking lights over here, nice over here. We'll certainly do a lot of foliage and plants and stuff like that, but that's pretty much it. And I almost got killed by this branch over here. So one more thing kind of down here, obviously a lot of little work to get done here. This is going to be a showstopper for sure. Super excited about that. And I hope that you guys don't mind that I've been kind of vlogging, building the place out. I know it hasn't been animal based, but this is important to me. And I hope that you guys like it. Let me know in the comments if you're enjoying this kind of departure and also bringing you along on the entire journey of the build and the expansion and all that type of stuff. It's something that is unbelievably exciting to me. And I want to bring you guys along because you guys are family to me. So, but let me know in the comments if you guys are okay. We're going to be down here for 2 more days of building, but tomorrow we're probably going to take a little bit of a break and actually go see a really cool boa collection, and then we'll be back right at it. We still have to finish up the turtle tank and of course the big anaconda cage. Next step in Salt and Pepper's enclosure is to actually do the rock wall, because the back wall is going to be that way. We're going to have some ledges too. Now I know that alligators don't climb, but they do like to be up, so I think we're going to make some ledges over the waterfall. That way there's as much surface space as possible, and then ultimately we have to build the tank that the waterfall will go into so they can swim around and stuff like that. But for now, we're going to let Stuart build this back area. I'm sure it's going to be awesome.
This is a pretty strong sandblaster. I'm going to show you how this just decimates the wood. This is a 2x4. This is a piece of rock that I brought back from Utah, sandstone rock, and this is a piece of my rock. So just watch what happens here.
Well, it's not exactly finished, but you got to remember each one of these enclosures is a custom enclosure. It's never been built before, so we have to kind of figure things out. I think we actually have it figured out, but it's been a very long day. So this is as far as we go. Again, we still have to do the anaconda cage. We still have to do the turtle pond before we leave. We're going to see a boa collection like I had mentioned. So, but that is it for today. If you enjoyed this video, can you do me a favor? I've started a podcast. You can subscribe to it right over here if you don't mind. Here's a playlist of building the last Reptarium stuff. Over here, you can subscribe to this vlog channel. Turn your post notifications on if you don't mind. Have a wonderful day. Remember to be kind to someone. I promise. I'll see you guys tomorrow.